Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Lovecraft from the Mooncraft server. And if you guys watched the last episode, you know that today we plan on opening a shop. But before we do that, well, we already have a shop that we still need to open. I mean, technically it's open, but it's not finished. We have a bunch of resources here from the last episode that should help us out with that. Blackstone, bunch of quartz. Yeah, and we got all this quartz as well from trading and also breaking down some of it. But we got over a shulker box of quartz that we need to break down. So we are gonna snatch these up and head to our mega base where we have a super beacon set up. But before we do that, let's show you what I'm talking about. The shop that hasn't been finished yet. It's looking pretty cool, but we got some work to do. Let's head over to the shopping district. So we're here in the shopping district, headed down whatever road this is, and over here you can see pretty cool little bridge, but unfortunately there's some scaffolding and obviously it is unfinished. Look at that, super cool. Well, we have a bunch of squid head. We got squid headed again, even at the glass shop. It's not even finished yet. Ooh, what's this? Very unfinished glass shop. Nope, we put that sign there. Ooh, what's this? Saw you had a trapdoor in your chest out front, so I went ahead and installed them for you. Love the trapdoor bandit. Oh my goodness, they're also our signs. Oh, I was wondering, like, I didn't know if this was a design feature that Lizzie Kate decided to go with, some abstract spruce door placement. However, I don't think she would do that unless she's a trapdoor bandit, but I don't think so. I don't know. We still have to have a trial. We still have a little bit of work to do. I'd like to bring this up a little higher. If you can kind of see the design that Lizzie Kate and I have collaborated on with like this flame thing. That's totally her design. I just kind of put a palette in place. I did like the bottom level on a stream and I let her know, and then she's coming up with this super cool glass design that I really like. Ooh, I see what she did there. Okay. Playing around with the colors a bit. So unfortunately, I'm not quite as good at like the color manipulation as she seems to be. I know she's got some pretty sweet design skills, so we might need a little bit of help with that. But we could probably do some of the outline for the flames and stuff like that and get most of it done. We'd also probably like to get some more blackstone here in the bottom. So luckily we have a bunch of stuff in our chests for that, and that's looking super cool. Yeah, it's like a nice little island, so... Oh, I like what's going on here. Yeah, it's a nice little island, so we could probably play around with the palette a little bit more, do a little bit better of a job, and clear out all those trapdoors. It is time to head to the mega base and break down all of this quartz, because we got a bunch of it, and we better get to work soon, because it's going to take all day. Ah, the glorious mega base. Still needs so much work done. Yeah, but it's looking pretty cool. I like it. I'm having fun with it, but we got a lot of work to do. So let's head to the bottom and start breaking down this quartz. Let's see if we can pro skills. Nope. Whoa! All right. Okay, there we go. So down here is a good open area where we can lay down all that quartz and hopefully not have to deal with too many mobs. I think it's mostly mob-proof. Not in that corner. Oh my goodness. So we can put our shulker boxes back down, grab all of our nether quartz, and start breaking it down. Let's do a super fast time-lapse mode. So we cleared out that entire shulker plus a few stacks of nether quartz, and we got a lot. We got that little bit here, this. Well, that's blackstone. But we got all the resources we need for the shop, I believe, or finishing up the glass shop at least. So before we finish the glass shop design, we're gonna head over to Little Rusty's base again and troubleshoot her villager breeder, because she said it's not working, and I made a few villager breeders, so maybe we can help. I don't know yet. Let's go see what's up. Alright, so we are flying back over to Little Rusty's base. I think she's over here somewhere. I don't know where her villager breeder is. Oh, there it is. Alright, cool. Hi, Little Rusty. So, since this is a little bit of an older design, I think 1.16 broke it a little bit. So we're going to go over to my breeder so she can kind of get an idea of how it's laid out in the new 1.16 version. So we're here at my villager breeder, and maybe we can shed some light on how the new mechanics were. So I think she kind of gets it. Yeah, I just wanted to show this off to her. It's just easier to see it than to try and explain it. So basically, when the babies get made, they try and pathfind to these beds at least once a day, and as long as you put a trapdoor right here, they will try and pathfind to those beds and fall in the water stream. So we might even get to see an example here. Yep, so now we get to see the little baby sitting there, a little swamp baby, until it grows up, and then it will go into this holding chamber of adults. Always a fun time helping out a fellow Moonie, and hopefully she'll be able to get that villager breeder back up and running. Yeah, 1.16 changed some mechanics, I guess, and broke that Impulse SV / Logical Geek Boy villager breeder that she was working on. And I actually made a video fixing it back in the day, like a few months ago before 1.16, and it actually broke again. So if you're watching this now, yeah, that tutorial is no longer very helpful. I think it might work a little bit, but not really. So yeah, we'll have to go into our Java Lavacraft world and actually make that change ourselves eventually. However, we're in no need of any extra villagers at the moment. We got plenty on the Mooncraft server. In fact, probably too many, and we're gonna have to do something with them eventually because they're probably just creating lag at this point, and that's no good. So we'll have to sort that out. So I guess it is time to go back to the shopping district and get some work done on the colored glass shop. That should be fun. Let's head over there. So first things first, we just got to clean up this area a little bit, get rid of these trapdoors and some of these signs. We can always put them back if we really want to, but I don't think we're going to be putting the trapdoors back. In fact, I don't think we'll need to if the trapdoor bandit isn't caught soon. I'm sure we'll get plenty more in the future, and maybe some squid heads too, because those are a thing now. All right, well, let's get organized, and then we can go ahead and get started. So we went ahead and just kind of made this little makeshift workshop area, and we got all of our stuff organized so we can find it quickly, and this build should be a little bit easier now that we have done so. So let's go ahead and jump into super fast time-lapse mode once again and get the shop finished up. Well, most of it finished up. We'll have to make sure we get Lazy Kate's approval first. Anyways, enough talk. Time to get to work. Well, you guys, I'm gonna be honest, this is a lot different than anything I've ever built, and if you were watching the time-lapse, you may have noticed that we actually took a few steps back. We tried making those crazy flame pillar-looking glass craziness things that Lazy Kate was doing, and I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't get it to look as good as she did, so we're probably gonna have to hit her up and get her help with it. I mean, look, even the one that I left up looks derpy. Yeah, a little derpy. And it doesn't look too bad. That's the only one I was like, yeah, okay. And then maybe we could just get one more here and call it a day. However, I don't know. I kind of terraformed a little bit. It's like a strange, like, evil Candyland, kind of. Yeah, I don't know. We might switch it up. We might get rid of these wool blocks and do a little bit of block variation, and then that will be it. Anyways, what I did do, and I think is okay, is just the minimal interior. We kind of leveled it out, and we have all of the different colors of glass. Unfortunately, you know, none of them are stocked at the moment, except for the unstained glass. We got plenty of that for sale. That's all going for 1 diamond a pop, and the colored glass is all going for 2 diamonds a pop, for a stack. Yeah. If you were wondering why we put 64 for 2 diamonds instead of 1 stack for 2 diamonds, it didn't fit. So I think the signs look pretty good, and I like the use of wool and stuff. So hopefully soon we can get together with Lazy Kate and stock up this shop. However, I do need to go get 16 double chests full of glass and see if she can provide enough dye for us. However, we do have a bunch of bone meal in the works for Lazy Kate, so that hopefully she can do that. Either way, it was fun. It was fun. I had some fun. I really love this bridge. It's just like rainbow. And then the contrast, I don't know. I don't know about these roofs. I think we might need to bring these towers up and get rid of those black stone roofs. I don't know. It's a weird contrast, but like I said, color theory, not really my thing. But it was still fun. It was still fun. I think it turned out okay. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I do have a build that we will be doing today, actually right now, that I've been thinking about for a while, and I kind of have a actual design planned out for. Like this one is kind of more abstract and not really, you know, my wheelhouse. But the next build that we'll be doing is a little bit more so. It's something I've kind of learned to do is plan things in my head and then just keep working off of those until I have a solid design. So we're gonna head over into a new area of the shopping district and build up a little shop and hopefully get it stocked today as well, because we need to start making some more diamonds. Well, you guys, what did you think of the shop? Well, there's no shop there. It's just a giant hole in the ground. But I have a surprise for you guys. The shop. It's finished. Well, it's not completely done, but we finished the decoration and stuff. It's just not stocked. These have got to go still. Let's get a quick aerial view. So we have this giant black floating pyramid. Super cool. I really like how this turned out, actually. It's strange because it's like minimalistic, but like the outside is like, I guess it's minimalistic. I don't know. We didn't use a ton of block variation, but it looks super cool. It looks like some kind of crazy alien set up a shop and dug a hole in the ground, and I don't really know. And I was gonna go with purple or green, but at the last minute I was like, let's do light blue. We'll see how that turns out. It's kind of like a strange optical illusion, like the fog effect, because it's like light blue, so it kind of looks like water, but it's not, or it kind of looks like you're walking over like a valley with like a super deep fog area. I don't know, it's super cool. Come in here, and it's a little purple. It kind of changes the palette a little bit, and we got a bunch of flame. So in here, again, minimalistic was kind of the goal. And I think we accomplished that. Obviously, there's nothing in these boxes yet. Like I said, we got to stock up the shop, which is what we'll be doing for the end of the episode. We need a lot of enchanting done. So let's head back to the seaside village and hopefully get some of this stuff enchanted. And it's going to take a while because it's going to cost hundreds and hundreds of levels. But we'll get it done. Let's head over. So we got a lot of work, like I said. And well, how we're going to do it, well, we got to enchant all of these, right? And then we're going to have to do that for each individual weapon and tool. I haven't decided on if we're even going to do bows or not. However, I do think people would buy them. And as far as like the swords go, people like specific enchantments on their swords. So I'll probably make a couple different kinds of swords. However, we'll probably have a standard one for the Overpowered box. So, Overpowered box, it is going to be these 4 boxes right here. We're going to make 4 armor sets and use these things. And then the rest we're going to sell individually for people that don't need full sets. So we'll get to pricing later, but we need to go ahead and figure out how we're going to enchant all these, because each one's going to take a ridiculous amount of levels. And I think the way we're going to do it is just kind of cycle through our trades with these villagers. And I know it's not the most efficient way to gain levels, but it's also going to force us to produce a ton of emeralds that we can use for other things, like our masons over there. So we're going to grab some sugarcane, turn it into paper, trade all of it with our librarians, and then we're going to head over to our little mini emerald farm that we have set up with these farmer villagers. Go ahead and grab some melons and pumpkins, trade with all of them, get a bunch of emeralds, throw them in the barrels, and hopefully get a bunch of XP. And then we're going to spend it as quickly as possible, because it's easier to gain levels when you have very few levels than it is to go from like 60 to 80. It's a lot easier to go to like from 0 to 20. So we'll go ahead and start that process, and hopefully it doesn't take hours, but I know it's gonna, so we better get started and hopefully get that shop stocked up in this episode. So let's get to work. Okay, you guys, after way more time than I'd like to admit, we have put together all of the enchantments on all of the tools and the swords, and we did make a decision on the diamond swords. Look at those. Maxed out, very overpowered, and since our shop is called Overpowered, I think that is fair. All of these have efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and mending, and the axe has sharpness 5 as well, because, I mean, other than Bane of Arthropods, what are you really going to put on it? So I hope the other Moonies like these enchantments, and we'll buy them, hopefully. So it is time, finally, to convert all of these beautiful tools to netherite. And I gotta be honest, we made a lot of emeralds, but we ended up going to the Enderman farm and finishing up all the swords there, because it would have taken 2 full Minecraft days to craft each individual sword. So that would have been 18 days, much too long, and it already took long enough. I don't even know how many minutes, probably like 2 or 3 hours to do all of this. All right, well, it is time to convert all of these. Let's do it. Have you ever seen something so satisfying in Minecraft? Look at that. All these fully enchanted netherite tools and weapons. Oh, awesome. Good stuff. Well, now we have to do even more work to get all of the armor sets enchanted, and hopefully we can get it all done pretty quickly, because this episode is already almost over. Let's jump into that, I guess, and get started. So we got 4 separate armor sets ready to be converted to netherite. So right over here we have these, and we're about to turn them into these beautiful things. Look at that. Gorgeous. Almost more satisfying. Anyways, let's take them over to Overpowered and finally get that place stocked up. So we have stocked up Overpowered, and it looks super cool. I think so, at least. Let me know in the comments down below. I think this looks really good. I think the main pyramid looks interesting. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling for a building. I don't know. I've never been in a building that feels like this. And look at that. Ooh, spooky. All right, so we are selling Overpowered box sets for 180 diamonds. And I know it sounds expensive, right? Well, we're selling each of these for 25 diamonds. So pretty much everything else in the shop is going to be 25 diamonds a pop. The axes, the pickaxes, the shovels, the hoes, and all of the different kinds of armor, as well as the swords. That's right, everything else in the shop is going to be 25 diamonds, which means they're getting, what, 45 diamond discount for getting the box set? Not too bad, right? Not too bad. I don't know, I think it's fair. Yeah, I mean, netherite tools are probably worth 20 diamonds, and all the enchantments, you know, 25, right? Anyways, today has been fun. This shop took a lot of time and effort, and stocking it took even more time and a lot more effort. I hope you guys appreciated the hard work we put in today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If so, make sure you hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we put out episodes every single week on the Mooncraft server. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. It was fun. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.